I'm sorry we got to end it now. What the heck? Are you David? No, we're trying to end the stream. A few more drinks. What? No, David! David! Ah, $500, David! $500! Oh, because of you, David! Thank you so much! I love you, David! I love you! I'm tired. I have to go to bed. Stop donating money. I just need to go to bed and go to sleep. I need to go to sleep. I'm tired. I'm tired. I've been grinding all day. I've been grinding all day, but I'm getting money! Ah, we're rich! We're rich! I'm gonna drink this perfume. I'm tired. I gotta go to sleep. I've been grinding all damn night. We got all this money.
My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself why would I make time for you lames? At all costs, cause I'm a boss. I'll break them off, yeah, gotta break them off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Primetime with Alex Stein. I'm your host, Alejandro Stein, and tonight is one of my favorite episodes that we've ever shot in this studio live with my favorite celebrity chef of all time. You've seen him on TikTok, you've seen him on Twitter, you've seen him on Instagram, you've seen him on YouTube, you've seen him everywhere because everybody always illegally shares his content without giving him proper credit, but not us, not here, not the Pimp on a Blimp. We're always going to credit the guy. Not only are we going to credit the guy, we're going to fly him in, not first class Spirit Airlines, but nonetheless, we're going to fly him in direct. I hope it was direct. I hope he didn't have to connect. The one, the only, Chef Barfly. Why does it say Josh Rosen under his name, Jimmy?
Hey, that's not me.
Jimmy, I know, but have you been dealing with Jimmy, haven't you?
Is this how the show's gonna go? Like,
Yes,
from the
this is how
start? Yeah.
You've been talking to Jimmy, right?
Yeah.
How big of a dumbass is Jimmy?
He seemed all right for the beginning, but started getting itchy at the end when an Uber came for no reason.
I know, and he's calling you ghost Ubers. Did you know Jimmy went to Princeton, so he thinks he's really intelligent?
Holy cow.
What do you think about Ivy League schools? Are you pro Ivy League schools?
Yeah.
You like Ivy League schools?
Well, I know I couldn't get into one. I had to go to an art school because it was the only thing my grades would allow me to get into.
Well, now you're arguably the most artistic chef in the world, so I think it worked out.
But I learned nothing from that art school, and it was a short-lived career. It was I was there for about a year and a half, and then that was that.
Wait, no, on a serious note, you don't consider yourself an artist today, a culinary artist?
Yes, I do now, but back then, no, I don't think the college had anything to do with that. You know,
A lot of people don't know Barfly's background. He worked at a morgue for 20 years.
About 16 years, yeah. I was, a suit and tie, cute little haircut, the gel and everything when I had a hairline. Yeah.
This is a weird question, but what happens to our penis when we die?
Depends.
Does it become an innie?
What? No innies. But you always have to rope them off at the end, so they don't leak in the casket. So you kind of like lasso that sucker and cinch it down. Yeah. Otherwise, you got a leaker. Well, that's a lot better than what we had to do to the females.
What did you have to do to the females?
Kind of like a cork with a kind of screw on it.
And you would shove it up their vaginal?
Oh, like screws in. It wasn't tight to your knuckles, kind of,
You're telling me
scraped.
every dead body that I've ever seen at a funeral has a rope around its penis and a cork up their vagina?
Pretty much. Or not always a cork, it depended on the funeral home I was at. Sometimes it was just like long forceps and a piece of cotton, up there. Yeah. It's good. Hey, you don't want a little baby, hanging out on grandma's lap one last time, and she's, leaking, right?
I know, but what would leak out? Because don't you kind of drain the bodies?
A little bit, but there's still always.
Fluids.
Yeah, if you got a hole, something's coming out of it somewhere. It's just best to stuff that stuff.
Oh my gosh! So have you ever seen a body? I was just on a cruise, Royal Caribbean. It was actually a great time. Shout out Royal Caribbean. And Diwa, my chef, my server, he was from Indonesia, Bali, Indonesia, and he said in Indonesia, when a person dies, they don't bury them, that they put them out in a certain field with a blanket over it, and the body just decomposes on its own.
All right.
Is that possible? I mean, would a body decompose on its own?
Yeah, it'd go pretty quick, too. Where'd you say? Indonesia? Pretty hot
Bali.
there, right?
Yeah, he said.
The hotter it gets, the quicker you're going to go, yeah.
So will the body blow up?
Yeah, huge, like a big old, almost, you turn like a color of, I don't have a good color on me, almost like, kind of like a dull-down version of the Hulk. Kind of like a really big green, and you just blow up.
You've seen those dead bodies like that.
Yeah. One time, I don't know if I told this story on any other show or anything, but one time I was at a removal. We went to a guy's house. This case, it was an apartment. He lived alone, and he was in there a long time. But he had that heat cranked up, man. It was hot as soon as we walked in, and that smell hit. But anyways, we see this big old guy on the bed, and we had to pull him over onto the cot, and I grabbed the thigh, and as soon as I grabbed the thigh, my hand sunk right down to the bone, and I pulled off, and everything just kind of sloughed onto the floor.
Did the leg fall off?
No, the leg stayed on. It was just all the meat and stuff kind of sloughed off.
No!
So there we are in suits and ties on our hands and knees with a hefty bag and trying to, get the stuff, kind of back into that bag. But
and now people wonder, how do you eat a rotisserie chicken off a toilet? This makes a little more sense, right?
It's not so bad.
That's what I'm saying. I think I'd rather eat a rotisserie chicken sous vide in a toilet than dealing with, a 500-pound man's emaciated, bloated, dead body, right? I mean, this is child's play.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, this isn't really a thing. Everything was kind of filthy back then.
About in the morgue?
Yeah, in the morgue. That's not all I did. I was also the person that would counsel a family, through the process.
You're a very nice guy. You have a very good bedside manner.
Oh, thank you. But I've embalmed 7,000 people, so yeah, you got your share of ick and everything like that. I remember.
But you don't get grossed out by. I mean, you must not get that grossed out by anything if you can deal with that job, right?
Not too much. Yeah, it takes something to rattle me.
That is wild. And what about the people that say they smoke embalming fluid? Isn't that PCP or something? What is that?
No, they called it, well, at the time they called it wiki, which is what I knew it as. But from what I understand, the whole thing was actually kind of like an urban legend. No one ever really did it. And if you smell it, you wouldn't want to. I mean,
what does embalming fluid smell like?
Just straight up chemical ass. I mean,
like gasoline kind of smells good, right? You know what I mean?
There's nothing good about it. And they'd add some fragrances, and no, it hit hard. And the stronger, when you're embalming, you'd kind of take a look at the body and see what they need. So if they're a little juicier, a little more fluid in them, a little edema going, you'd go with a stronger solution. And the stronger you go, the harder it would hit, and yeah, it could leave your eyes fuzzy for a little while.
Wow, well, that's strong stuff. Speaking of drugs and alcohol, and we all like to party a little bit, right now in Chicago, a place where drugs and violence are overtaking the city, they're doing the Democratic National Convention, the DNC, and right now people are protesting. I know Chef is our resident libtard, liberal, whatever you want to call it. No offense, we love you.
Thank you.
What do you think about? Let's play SOT number 1, and then I want to get Barfly's opinion of these protests. Look right there, Barfly. You can look at that screen. Okay. See, these don't look too bad so far, Jimmy.
Well, they get progressively worse.
Barfly, does that look like you like to go to parties and stuff? You would fit right in, I feel like, at that.
Fit in everywhere. Yeah. I'll get along. Oh, now we're getting a little action going on. Not putting too much muscle behind that, though.
I know. Barfly, you and I can...
That's like a fake,
That's a fake shake.
Yeah, they're not really going for it. They're not committed.
That's a fake shake, because you and I could knock that fence down.
I can tell you, if somebody was chasing behind them, they'd be through that fence a whole lot faster.
Look how that person just threw that with their right hand all limp-wristed like that.
Yeah, that wasn't a great throw.
No. Well, this is going on. I mean, everybody's been posting these clips and stuff, acting like it's a big deal. I feel like this is amateur hour of these protests. And on a serious note, I do think something bad's going to happen at one of these protests, but I don't know. This one kind of looks like they're live action role playing a protest. What do you think?
Yeah, it's like Renaissance fair vibes. Where is this? This is Chicago?
Chicago.
What's with the helmets?
I don't know. I guess it's for protection.
No, I mean the whole style of it all. It's just,
You don't like the blue or what?
no, like I don't know. I don't feel like intimidated or anything by that.
No, it's a little less intimidation. But now with that police force, they might have to be like user-friendly or woke or whatever. Maybe they're not allowed to have intimidating outfits anymore ever since they tried to defund them. Well, look at it. Look. Oh.
There we go.
There we go. There's a little action. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I would think that the protest that we went in New York City at night was a little scarier than that. What do you think, Jimmy?
Well, they didn't have police with batons ready
There was
to
tons
beat
of
the hell out
police.
of you.
There was tons of police. In
Oh, really? Were they holding batons, though? Because that was
a lot
kind
of them did
intimidating.
have self-defense
Oh.
mechanisms, and they had shields, yeah.
Well,
Did you think that footage was very scary or intimidating?
no, but it could have been if they tried to charge the cops. That
Coulda,
would
woulda, shoulda, right?
coulda, woulda, shoulda. Yes.
Were you threatened a man like yourself, Barfly, that's dealt with embalmed over 7,000 people? Did you feel any sense of fear or danger?
I'm from Chicago. It was scarier like when a Bulls game would like let out over that thing right over there. So I mean, yeah, no, that didn't.
Yeah, like if Dennis Rodman was there, Dennis Rodman would have kicked all those cops' asses. Those are, I mean, the 90s were a much better time. What do you think about the 90s compared to the modern day society?
I had a lot of fun in the 90s. It was a good time. That was a good time.
Well, tell the young people that watch this real quick, why were the 90s so much better? You know, I think political correctness was, we could be politically incorrect. A lot of the black comedies were some of the best movies. You remember the 90s?
That's one of the things my wife and I fight about the most. I loved being able to insult people and everybody could laugh at it. I loved the Andrew Dice Clay where he'd stand up and just make fun of every gay guy, every religion, everything. I fucking loved it. Even though, like, I'm that liberal. Like, I think everyone is wonderful. I've got like no judgment against anybody, but it sure is fun to like laugh at them all. You know, all the words you can't say anymore. You know, everything. It just used to be a lot more fun.
Yeah, it was a lot more fun in the 90s. Now, this political correctness, and it's just made society, I think, a little scared. Like we're walking on a tightrope or walking on eggshells, I would say.
Yeah, and a lot less breasts in the movies now, too.
A lot less tits in
Lots
movies.
less tits.
Dude, we used to see boobs in every major movie. Like, we're talking about Academy Award-winning movies, like Titanic.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize Titanic had boobs in it.
She was, like, naked in every movie she's ever been in, though.
Kate Winslet?
Yeah, every movie she's been naked in, like, 15 movies. Not that I was looking,
Are
but
you
yeah,
calling
I'm looking.
Kate Winslet a slut?
No, I'm calling her a gracious person that shows her breasts to everybody. I like her. If you got a gift, share it. And her gifts jiggle.
Her gifts do jiggle. I can't argue with that. But speaking of gifts, I know that you like to drink a little bit. And, you know, here at Primetime with Alex Stein, we like to party a little bit too. And there's nothing better at the end of a long day than sitting down in your favorite easy chair with a glass of your favorite whiskey. And hey, if every glass means you're helping to support a great American cause, doesn't that just make it taste that much better? It's time to chart your own house with Flying Ace whiskeys from Craft Co. Inspired by generations of American aviators and proudly made right here in the United States of America, Flying Ace is not only making amazing whiskeys, they're also committed to supporting our brave troops and their families through their partnership with Folds. Would you drink that?
No.
Somebody's calling me from Washington, D.C. This seems sketchy. Should I answer it?
Absolutely.
This call is from a federal prison.
Oh,
You will not be charged for this call.
what's
This
his
call
name?
is from.
It's George.
This call will be
What?
recorded and subject to
I thought we
monitoring
meant to
at
tell him
any
to call
time.
Thursday. Hold on, we'll talk to him real
To
quick.
accept this call, press 5. To block this call, and you may begin speaking now.
It's my friend.
Joe, we're here. We're live. We thought you were calling Thursday. We can only talk to you for a second, but we're live here with Chef Barfly, one of the biggest chefs on the internet.
Oh, well, hey. I They told me today, but I can call you Thursday again at 6:10, right?
Yes, we want to talk to you, but real quick before you go, Joe Exotic, I want to ask my guest, are you familiar with the Tiger King himself, Joe Exotic? He was unfairly put in prison for a bunch of BS by this woman, Carol Baskin, who is a See You Next Tuesday, if you don't mind me saying. What do you think about the Tiger King?
I thought he died.
No, he's alive.
I know. You just like flipped me out. I thought this was a bit or something.
No,
like
Tiger
that.
King's
I
alive.
never watched Tiger King, and I
No,
thought she was some crazy lady that killed him. I never saw the story.
Carol Baskin, but we can't do that on TV.
No, we can't. Joe, what's the latest? So you're not running for president. You're endorsing Trump. Is that?
I am, and now I hear that RFK might be dropping out and endorsing Trump too. So, hey, Trump and RFK and me and Moscow on the cabinet, we could rock this country.
Yes, you and RFK, because he's going to go after a lot of the medical freedom stuff. And then you can go after, listen, you have experience not only with the animal stuff, but you have business experience, you have LGBTQ experience. You could be a real big asset to Donald Trump. But we're here, but real quick, we're here with this Chef Barfly. He's one of the most viral chefs on the internet. You've seen his videos. He cooks food in hotel bathrooms, and they're delicious recipes. Have you ever seen his videos, Joe?
Well, that's about what we do here in prison.
It is similar.
We cook in our toilets too.
Does he have a stinger?
Do you have a stinger? Yes, you have a stinger?
We do use stingers.
Here we go.
Wow, Chef Barfly, you guys would be like good friends. Chef Barfly uses a stinger in a normal hotel. He doesn't even is not even in jail. I can't believe it.
Yeah, most people wouldn't even believe you if you told them you were cooking with 2 pieces of metal and an extension cord.
Well, I
In
believe
a
you.
bucket of water.
Well, Joe, real quick, have you been calling into John Clay Wolf? I see you've been doing a little bit of a press tour. How can the people support you before you go today? And we're going to be able to talk to you longer Thursday when Chef Barfly is not here. But how can we support you?
JoeExoticOfficial.com. There's 3 ways you can donate: Cash App, Facebook, whatever. On there, I'm on appeal right now. I've got a real good chance of overturning this conviction and going home, but I got to pay the lawyers, and I'm $70,000 in debt to them right now.
And we all need to donate. I'm going to retweet it. I'm going to have your team. They'll tweet it, and I'll retweet the Cash App. But you're in Fort Worth as of today. Is that correct? You were just in. I was just talking to a cop that said that they were the ones that arrested you in Pensacola, Joe. And he said he was a big fan, and that outside the Pensacola federal courthouse, you had a bunch of protesters that were pro Joe Exotic. Did you get to see any of those protesters or anything? He said it was a wild scene.
I did. I got to watch it on TV.
Well, Joe, you're an icon. I'm sorry that we can only talk to you for a couple minutes right now, but Thursday at 6:10.
You're good. I will call you Thursday, Chef. I'll meet you out there one day, and we'll have to cook something up and make a show.
Sounds great, Joe.
Love you, Joe.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
Love you too.
Bye.
Alex, hate to break it to you, we don't have a show Thursday at 6:10.
Yeah, technically we could still go live and he could call me.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure you knew that.
We could do Wednesday.
It's hard to communicate. You know he's in jail.
I really thought he was dead. I never saw the show, so I
never saw Tiger King?
I never seen it. Yeah, I don't watch TV or nothing, so I thought I don't know. The way they always talked about that lady, I thought she killed him.
No, he tried to kill her. But he didn't even try to kill her. He had this crackhead guy that said that he one time propositioned him to pay him to kill her, but that guy was a crackhead, and I don't even believe anything he said. Well, I got your favorite hat on, the MAGA hat.
All right.
Would you ever wear this MAGA hat?
Yeah, not in
You
public.
would? Yeah, not in public. See, not in public. But let me tell you why I wear this hat.
What?
Are we ready for our next guest?
I mean, we had a bunch of clips to react to, but we can bring him on if you want.
Well, should we react to the clips now, or should we bring on President Trump?
Let's.
We got to call President Trump real quick.
Okay, well, let's react.
Well, how about you want to do the pizza mukbang?
Well, I don't know if Barfly brought his pizza on set, but people, since you're known
Got
for
it right there. I can grab that.
go grab it real quick. Let's have a slice of pizza with. Oh yeah, don't forget that.
I've been lavaliered.
In honor of Chef Barfly, what we're gonna do is we're gonna eat a whole entire pizza from Domino's tonight. What does your chat think about this? They love when we eat pizza, right? You get me?
Absolutely.
Chef Barfly, please sit down. Make yourself at home.
Right.
We're going to eat this pizza while we react to some of your greatest hits. Let's play shot number 4, the goulash.
All right, we're going to bring that up.
What was this one?
But now you're in a sink. You're in a sous vide. You're making a goulash. So that's just meat. What is a goulash? Just
Chef,
awesome.
look over here.
Look at that one.
Oh, sorry. That's like an American goulash. Goulash is like a Hungarian thing, and this is like a bastardized American version. It's kind of like just like a tomato stew, almost in a way, with a lot of ground beef and stuff like that. Real simplistic, but it's like home. It like tastes like home. It's just like a good belly fuller.
And the reason why that's easy to cook in a sink, because you can just lift up the drain and it drains right out.
Yeah. And when you cook ground beef, like just in boiling water, it becomes like silky smooth. It doesn't clump up and it just like falls apart and mixes evenly with everything. So it's like really good in spaghetti sauces and stuff like that too.
And that's the kitchen trash can you're eating that out of.
Well, the bathroom one. Trash can.
Your kitchen.
Oh yeah, my kitchen.
Why use the hotel? Why use the trash can in the bathroom? Is that just for comedic effect, or is it really because you're making a huge goulash there's not a bowl big enough?
Well, it wasn't a bowl big enough. But in that case, I got to correct you on that one. I think that was the ice bucket in that one.
Oh, that ice bucket?
Yeah, that was just the ice bucket. So I don't need it out of the trash can. I was just kind of going with you, but then I was thinking about it. I'm like, no, wait, I don't do that. So that was the ice bucket in that one.
Mm.
And I don't know if that's any cleaner than the others, because I know what everybody's done in an ice bucket, including me. So
what have you done in the ice bucket?
What haven't I done? If it could come out of a hole, if you could expel it, it's probably gone to that ice bucket at one time or another.
What does that mean? Like you've urinated in the ice bucket?
You haven't?
No. Have you pooped in the ice bucket? It's true. You do probably have a regular sized hole. I mean, you and I are about the same probably weight. I'm a few inches taller, but I think I would have trouble going number 2 into a ice bucket.
Well, when you gotta like think about, am I gonna make it to the bathroom if I got shit in the ice bucket? There's time isn't on your side on that case.
Did you ever do the ice bucket challenge?
On my daughter.
Did you poop in that ice bucket?
No.
You're a good dad. All right, speaking of the best dad of all time, let's welcome on the one, the only. What, Jimmy? Why are you in my ear?
I was okay. Never mind.
What's
I thought
wrong?
we had on the country wine cued.
All right, let's play that and then we'll get to our guest.
Yeah.
Now look at this. What are you making right here? Hotel bath lime.
Oh, yeah, I was just doing one. That was to that viral Beyonce country thing.
This ain't Texas.
Oh, sorry. I can't see that far.
I don't know. It's hard to feel. What did you put in there? Just some frozen fruit?
No, all the fruits that they had down in the lobby. I kind of like just scalped it all, you know.
So you went to the breakfast buffet and made this wine.
Yeah, a lot of my stuff is just, you know, grabbing from, you know, as much as I can from the, you know, the breakfasts. I figured I could make some, you know, prison wine. Drain it out, you know.
So Joe Exotic, this is probably what he's drinking?
Probably. If he's cool and all.
He's cool.
Yeah.
Is that honey to ferment it?
Yeah. I'm doing honey, sugar.
But how doesn't it need a long time for it to ferment?
No. Week or so. I mean, it's not good at a week or so, but that's
There's
not all we
alcohol
need.
at a week?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, and you're drinking it outside of the
Outside of my room, yeah.
You're an interesting fellow.
No, that stuff was sus. That wasn't a good.
That
wasn't a good year. Yeah.
Here's a 2024.
Yeah. I missed the mark on that one.
Well, you know, you always got to try. You have to shoot your shot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
If it was like the idea was to try it to see if I could make the alcohol, it worked. So if my only like task was to get hammered off of it, I could have. But
did you feel sick after drinking that at all?
Well, kind of, because my feet were all in it.
Yeah, I know. You have all that toe jam in there, but, you know, that gives it a little extra flavor.
It's not so bad.
All right. Now, we welcome on one of the most talented, I want to say he's an impressionist, and I want to say his name's Josh Rosen, and I want to say that he does an incredible Skip Bayless impression, but I'd rather just lie and say that we're speaking with the one, the only, the honorable, the 45th and future 47th president, the one, the only, Donald J. Trump.
Well, thank you very much, Alex. It's great to be here, and I understand that your ratings are going to be the highest in the history of the Blaze TV. That's what everyone's saying, okay?
I do believe so, President Trump. And President Trump, we're here with this guy. His name is Chef Barfly. He's one of the most viral chefs on the internet. and he suffers from libtardation. He's libtarded. How do we convert him to not be libtarded anymore and support you for president?
Well, Barfly, what I will tell you is that he's a very nasty-looking guy. He reminds me of a homeless version of Ron Jeremy. And that's a compliment.
That is a compliment. And he's a nudist. President Trump, how do you know this? He's literally a nudist similar to Ron Jeremy. You're such a genius. Sorry, excuse me, Mr. President.
You know, I have a lot of experience in the adult entertainment industry. That I can tell you.
Yep.
But what I can say is that we can fix him very quickly and very easily. When I get back into the White House, I'm going to hire Barfly to be the head chef at the White House. How about that?
Would you do that, Chef Barfly? Would you go conservative if Donald Trump would say that you can be the main White House chef? Would you change political ideologies? So for money.
Well, I'll do anything.
So you are a typical Democrat because all they do is everything for money.
I'll do anything for money.
Boom, roasted. All right, we know it. And then also, have you ever seen Stormy Daniels' adult work?
No. She's like 60, isn't she?
Yeah, but you never even Google searched it? Did you see that clip of Bill Maher saying that kids looking at climate change will now be looking at pornography?
Uh-uh.
Barfly, you don't do anything. Donald Trump, I'm sorry, President Trump. No. This guy doesn't even know who's running for president. Do you know who the vice president on the Democrat side is running?
Yeah, cool Fisher guy from Minnesota.
What's his name?
It's not Vance, it's the other guy. It starts with a W.
What is it?
Give me a first name. Tim Waltz.
Ah, he is a little freaking connected. He knows a little bit more. What do you think about Tim Waltz, President Trump?
What I can tell you is that we're going to build a wall, but not elect the walls. Okay? Did you like that one?
I love that one. And is it true he drinks horse semen? Is that true or is that fake, Mr. Trump?
That is true, actually. And you know who knows that? Stormy Daniels, because Stormy Daniels is actually a horse face. So they know that very well.
She does have the face of a horse. Now, President Trump, I have to ask you, this is like the $1 million question. Was it an inside job when they tried to assassinate you?
So we're looking into that. You know, a lot of people are saying a lot of things are outside, some things are inside, and some things are in between. Okay, but we're doing a lot of research, and I know you're looking into it. We have a lot of people doing a lot of things, but it's looking like somebody in our inner circle was trying to take me out. Okay, that's what it looks like.
Well, Mr. President, I want to play you a clip of one of the most famous broadcasters, modern-day broadcasters. He's had a lot of rivalries with Stephen A. Smith. He's had rivalries with Shannon Sharpe. And now he's retired. And I just want to get your opinion on this latest Skip Bayless quote. Let's play shot number 9, please.
Okay, Mr. Westbrook, it's my turn now. I'd have no problem saying just what I said right to your face. In fact, you can come on Undisputed with me and Shannon Sharpe, and we'll play the tape of all those turnovers and bricked threes. In the end, you know it and I know it. You're just not that guy, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. My turn, Mr. Westbrook. T.O. Team Obliterator.
Is it true that Skip Bayless and Lil Wayne have a secret love gay romance, President Trump?
So it is true, actually. You know, for many years, I thought Skip was a bronzexual. That's what I thought. But it turns out he's actually he's another type of sexual, a little wheezy sexual. Okay, him and Wayne have been going for it for lots of years. It's unbelievable. And they're doing a lot of nasty things, that I can tell you.
All right, President Trump, what's the deal with the DNC, all these protests? We had Hulk Hogan at the RNC ripping off his shirt, pure Americana. The DNC, I think they're having transgender abortions. What's the deal with the DNC, President Trump?
Well, these are bad people. They're terrible people. They're the worst, frankly. Okay, they're people like Barfly. And they're just like him. They're protesting. They're Hamas protesters. They're terrible people, and we don't know where they're coming from. Many of them are illegal. Okay, some of the speakers shouldn't even be in this country, frankly. And what I can tell you is that these are bad hombres. And when I get back into office, these people are going to be locked up because they should not be speaking at this DNC. And what they did to poor Sleepy Joe, it is so disgraceful. He is angry at them. That I can tell you. Sleepy Joe is not a happy guy right now.
Barfly, would you like to react to that? I mean, he called you out. The president called you out.
I've never heard him talk so clear, so I was like just in awe at the moment.
What, you're trying to say that he has a lisp or something? President Trump, they all said you had a list with Elon Musk. Can you tell us what that was about?
Well, that was totally fake news. You know, people were saying I sounded like nervous Nancy Pelosi with her dentures, but that's fake news, okay? I don't know what was wrong with the mic, but there was no problem. Believe me, there was no problem with my voice.
Now, let's drop the kayfabe for 1 second. Josh, you're freaking hilarious, dude. I love your clips where you're going and you're doing the Trump impression at like a drive-through, and the people are like, oh, well, who is this? But tell me this, as an impressionist, it's a hard battle, don't you think? I mean, even though you're very talented doing it, the people that you impersonate, do they get mad at you, Josh, or do you think that they embrace it? Because Howard Stern has that one guy that the impressionist I'm talking about. I can't think of his name. At first, you kind of, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That guy. At first, he didn't like it, but then he realized, oh my gosh, it's funny when people make fun of me. Like, how are the people that you've impersonated? How have they reacted to you, Josh?
Some of them positively. In the case of Skip Bayless, he has not acknowledged me, so I'm assuming he doesn't like it. I know
Skip's never interacted one time with not one of your tweets, because they get a bunch of views.
Not one time, and it's gotten millions and millions of views. Everyone's seen it, but I do know that Skip has seen the impression, so I just think he just won't acknowledge it. It's just like his ego is too big that he won't accept that someone can imitate him.
It's so funny, and I always like how you always have the Mountain Dew. What can you tell us? What's the joke with the Mountain Dew? You have like 10,000 bottles of Mountain Dew. You have to really drink Mountain Dew. I drink 10 Coke Zeros a day. So if you're JD Vance drinks a bunch of Mountain Dew. Are you trying to be a JD Vance secret fan, Josh?
I'm trying to get sponsorship from Diet Dew. Skip Bayless, if you didn't know, is a Diet Dew drinker. He starts his day off with a Diet Dew. So what happened was I started imitating Skip Bayless a couple of years ago. And someone commented on one of my videos. They were like, it would be funny if you included Diet Dew in all your videos. So I just went out to Target and bought like 15 cases, and I just leave them in the back of every video now.
Wait, so you don't even drink Diet Mountain Dew? It's a delicious drink. You don't even drink, because you're thin. You probably don't even need to drink diet soda. It's a delicious diet soda. It has tons of cancer-causing chemicals and gets microplastics in your balls, but the taste is unbeatable.
So much better than regular.
Do you like the diet too?
All diet soda, yeah.
I drink all diet soda. Yeah, me and Barfly love diet soda.
There
President
it is.
Trump.
We found our connection.
We did. And President Trump, you drink, how many diet sodas do you drink a day? Supposedly you drink a lot, don't you?
I drink lots of Diet Coke. Okay, lots of Diet Coke. Unbelievable amounts, record amounts of Diet Coke. And you look at me, I'm the healthiest 78-year-old in the history of our country. So I guess it's pretty good for you.
It is. You are good for us, Josh. Okay, tell the people before you go there, how can people not only find you, but how can they support you? Because your work that you're doing, you don't get enough credit. I love it. Some people might say it's niche, making fun of Skip Bayless, even though he's like the biggest broadcaster ever. But dude, your Skip Bayless stuff makes me laugh out loud every single time. But how can people support you? What's the best way?
Well, that's true. The algorithm is rigged against me. If you go on probably X, @JoshImpressions is my best platform to follow me on. And I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube @JoshImpressions.
Yep, but Josh, they're never going to let you grow on Instagram, too, because they might think that you're pro-Trump. You know what I mean? Like, they won't.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. They think you just making fun of Trump is like pro-Trump and such BS. But I have to ask you, I guess, one last thing before we go. Who do you think's going to win? Do you think Kamala is going to win, or do you think Trump's going to win, honestly? Who do you think's going to win?
I think Trump's going to win.
You do? Who do you think's going to win, Bar? I think Kamala's going to win. I think they're going to cheat.
Kamala's going to win, yeah.
You do think that's what's going to happen?
Without a doubt, yeah.
Jimmy, what do you think?
I think it's a coin flip. Think they'll.
What a non-answer, dude! Who do you think it's going to be? You think they're going to go? You think such a baby back bitch? Yeah. What do you think they're going to go flip a coin? Who's going to win? Trump or freaking Kamala? Thank you, President Trump.
I think Trump wins by like 100 votes in one state that gets in the presidency.
You don't think they'll rig it if it's that close?
I don't think either side's competent enough to rig it at this point.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my God, Jimmy, you're such an idiot. Jimmy, real quick, show Jimmy. Jimmy, did you know that the CIA has interfered in foreign elections as of
and it's always turned
ago?
out great. Every country they've interfered with, they're so great now.
Do you think our country's doing well, Jimmy?
No, that's why.
You're such an idiot, Jimmy. All right. All right. President Trump, Josh, Mr. Bayless, thank you so much for coming on. Is there anything you want to leave us with? And everybody go follow Josh Impressions right now on X. Such an honor to have you. Is there anything you want to leave us with before you go?
Thank you very much, Alex. And what I would say is that I'm the only impressionist that's not bought and paid for by China. Okay?
Hey, take it easy, man.
Take it
Keep pissing
easy.
people off. That's how you know you're doing good.
Yes, this guy's kicking ass. Thank you, Josh. All right, now, this Thursday, all my roast folks, mark your calendars. On the 22nd at 8 p.m. Central, Sara Gonzales, Dave Landau, Stu Burguiere. How do I say it, Jimmy?
Burguiere.
No.
I have no idea.
It's Burguiere. I always say it, Burguiere. I always say Stu's last name wrong, but Stu's an incredible host. We also have Bridget Phetasy. Am I saying that last name right,
That
too?
one's correct, yes.
And as well as we're going to have Jill Savage, Matt Peterson, and Chris Bedford, fashion truth telling, and maybe a little bit of roasting. At 9 p.m. sharp Eastern Time, Blaze News Tonight is going live and commercial free with a roast session to follow. We've got a powerhouse lineup ready to bring the heat. Hear a post-speech analysis with Glenn Beck. Then stick around for the roast featuring Dave, Alex, Sarah, Stu, Bridget, myself, and together we'll be counting just how many cocktails Camel has had before she hits the stage. And trust me, the results will be hilarious. It's going to be a wonderful disaster, one that only Blaze Media can cover the right way. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and join us as we take on the drunk narcissistic cacklers. Narcissistic cacklers, that's hard to say together, but I said it nonetheless. DNC, what did I say? This take on the drunk narcissistic cacklers. DNC for the normies. Oh, I get it. Drunk narcissist. That's what the DNC stands for, drunk narcissistic cacklers?
Apparently, that's news to me.
I would think that the N would be something different, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
Oh, my gosh.
Narcissistic makes sense. Yeah, that's the word. It starts with an N. That would make sense. DNC for the normals. See you Thursday at 9 p.m. When you think of the letter N, what's the first word that comes to your mind?
Nothing I'm going to say out loud.
Yeah,
Nothing.
That's all.
That's the same thing everybody
The
thinks
word
of.
nothing. The
Yeah,
word nothing.
nothing.
Remember, I grew up on 80s and 90s rap, man. I mean, yeah.
The word is nothing. The word is
Hey,
nothing.
we got a $20 super chat from Sandman102. Cranking my beef stick at the AOC speech during the DNC.
What? Quit cranking your beef stick and go find a wife. Damn. Everybody's always cranking their beef stick.
Okay, so Alex, do you want to watch the clips of other people reviewing Chef Barfly's video, or do you want to go straight to his OnlyFans content?
treat.
No, we're going to go to his OnlyFans, but let's play a couple of the sots. Let's do, we already did the goulash. Do sot number 6, this Dr. Rogers or whatever.
B-block.
Chicken cheesy gravy mac. Why he cooking
So this is
chicken
Elliot
breast?
Rogers, or Elliot Rogers is
that
a school
counter in
shooter.
toilet?
Who's this guy?
That bathroom
Uncle Rogers.
sink?
Uncle Roger.
Sniping my content.
He just using bathroom counter to make chicken. The arm hair is the least disgusting thing in this video. Ew, you talk loud with your finger, your dirty little finger. Oh. He's just cooking it on bathroom counter. And then, what is this? Using bathroom sink straight away to... Ooh, this is the most disgusting video Uncle Roger ever seen. Ew. Oh, this mac and cheese. No, this mac and disease.
Ah, that's funny. That's great. That's good.
Oh. No, this guy is not success. Please, you're gonna die.
He's going to die.
That is so funny. That's not mac and
He's
cheese.
funny.
He's
Yeah,
very-
Mac and disease.
So we got to give that. I'll give that a good review.
I will too. That's awesome.
But he didn't tag you correctly, and he has one of the biggest channels on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know why people don't, but
It's because I'm going to give, and this is not for everybody because some people know who you are. I'm going to give them, because you're getting billions of views, but your name recognition is not the same as your content, right? So once your name is as recognizable as your content, then you'll get the proper shout out, which will happen. It's inevitable. I'm just saying right now, because you are technically only been doing this a couple of years. So I think
I'm a little micro influencer.
But you're a big influencer. You're big. When you have people reacting like Gordon Ramsay and people like that.
Well, when you go like, viral versus followers, my follower to viral ratio is like off the hooks. Because I got like 400,000 followers, which isn't huge, but billions of views, because, well, it pisses everybody off, but it doesn't mean it pisses them off in a way that they want to smash that follow button like they should.
No, we all want to see it. Even the grosser, the better, in my opinion. Okay, now let's play shot number 7. This is the YouTuber reacting to Chef Barfly.
What's up, weirdos? There's a man on TikTok who might be doing the most disgusting things I've ever seen online, and he might be a new personal hero of mine. His name is Barfly7777, as you can tell by his t-shirt, which, by the way, it literally looks like he just took a selfie right before this, shaved his little beard, and then, by the way, decided to cook nachos in a hotel sink. That is what this guy does. That's what his whole thing is. He is a chef.
They were delicious.
Whose whole thing is going to hotels and cooking up the most disgusting, vile
I know, but he's
in
hating
your entire life. Let's watch this video together just so you can understand what he contributes to this world, because it is literally, I don't know, it should be illegal.
Punch that bass though, bam.
You would kick his ass, seriously. You're a man's man, Barfly.
Oh no, I said I punched that bass, that fish.
Sink. Hotel bathroom. He better not eat this. Also, by the way, the fact that he just closes the drain, fills it with water, and then puts a little heater in there, we don't see him wiping, and judging by his vibe, I'm not gonna assume he's wiping. So it's just this sink where people have been washing off their hands after they've been
wipe your ass.
touching it. It's a hotel. They've been getting, it's not clean. It's not sanitary.
I will do a finger check for anybody at any time.
Only 2 seconds into the video. Okay,
we'll do a finger check for anybody that wants to know. We will literally let you check.
I am clean.
And what is that MSG that you poured in there?
That was sodium citrate.
Sodium, and that makes it go into more of a gelatinous.
No, it makes it like when you cheese melts, it like breaks down into like oil.
Yeah.
And that kind of like it stops that oil from happening. It just keeps it like one big creamy cheese sauce.
Oh, so that's what they add when they make like that cheese.
Nacho cheeses and stuff like that, yeah. And things like American cheese and those like Velveeta's, they all have that in there, or a form of.
And does it piss you off when guys like this make content just bashing you and not showing you the proper respect that I show you or that you deserve?
No. I mean, he's doing it because he needs me.
He does need you.
Right. I mean, his content, he's like, okay, if I want people to watch me, I need him. So he takes my stuff and he makes a video. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah, and as a content creator, like you should be, you want more people to see your content. So him sharing it in a way gets more people to see it. But he doesn't give you the proper credit. He's like, oh, he shaves his beard. He doesn't know that you spent 4 to 5 hours minimum probably making that video. He doesn't notice that you made 100 different shots to get it done. He doesn't realize you curated the music, you curated the shot, you curated the recipe, that was not just an accident, that you put in all that work, and he basically demonizes you for being a person that doesn't even wipe your derriere. I feel like that's just an unfair criticism of him to say that about you.
You know, I actually have at my house a plumbed-in bidet to keep that derriere clean. I'm not talking about one of those bolt-on, add-on later.
You have a built-in bidet.
A built-in.
Is it a separate bidet?
It is a separate bidet. Toilet bidet.
At your house?
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's like being kissed up there by an angel. Mwah.
Barfly, that's not...
You cannot feel cleaner than that.
I thought like most homes would only have a toilet, and sometimes you go to a fancy hotel, they'll have a bidet. But I don't mean this disrespectful. You don't live in like a mansion or something. You live in you just have the toilet.
Yeah, a toilet and a bidet. They both look like identical toilets, except one shoots up the hiney, you know?
And every day you put your derriere on there and clean it?
Not every day, but if I'm feeling a little frisky or if I know things are coming out a little, not right, yeah, you give it a little, extra.
But then when your butt is wet and then you use the toilet paper, doesn't it break down the toilet paper, leaving...
Little berries?
Yeah.
No, I don't got a hair on mine, so...
How do you not have hair on your butthole?
I don't know. It's just like a beautiful little clean butthole.
Jimmy, is that possible to not have hair on there?
Well, like, you took your shirt off on that thing I was watching. You're like Chewbacca on the chest, so I'm guessing you're hairy everywhere.
Everywhere.
I'm not.
Jimmy's a hairless wonder, actually.
I'm smooth.
You're telling me that you don't wax, shave, or do any manicuring, and you're just
You'll find out on my OnlyFans page how I'm hanging.
Speaking of, before we play shot number 8, what do we have? Do we have a graphic of his OnlyFans?
Yeah, let's just go to that. Let's just go to
FS1.
So let me pull that up.
Well, I don't know. Should we have watched the duck reacting first before we get into the OnlyFans?
No, this is better.
So
what's a duck?
So this is Chef Barfly's latest venture into content creation. Now, are you going to put the same sort of artistic creativity into your OnlyFans? Are you going to be using your naked genitals to maybe cook with, or is it going to be like a sexual cooking show, or is it just going to be pure sex appeal and twisted steel?
Well, not that. I mean, I got a good dick. So, I mean, I guess I got that going for me.
We're fucked, Jimmy. He just says he has a good dick.
It is. I mean, it's all punched around it, but it's a good dick.
What does that mean? It's big?
Yeah, it's a good size dick.
My gosh. Jimmy, did you ask him
fairly straight.
before?
Compare it to a slice of pizza for us.
Yeah, I mean, is it bigger than a slice of pizza?
Yeah, I'm a little old, so the balls are a little, lower than they once were, you know? I mean, they used to look like the ball to dick ratio. The dick was down there. Now the balls have gotten so, low, it kind of throws the proportion off.
Did you play
sports? A good dick.
Did you play sports in high school?
I was a little emo skater dude, but before it was emo, it was goth.
You told me that actually. I asked you last time. So you're just basically a nudist because you're just well endowed and you're proud of your hog.
No, I just always been a nudist. I don't know. I hate as soon as I'm anywhere that I don't have to wear clothes, they're off. But the OnlyFans, it's, how do I put it? It's, one, I want to get paid by people because, well, I want money.
Yeah, we all need money.
Yeah, and people want to, pay to see stuff. But it's not going to be about, porn or anything like that. It's every time I post something on TikTok, I got to be really careful because if there's one little bit too much of a butt crack showing or a little drop of blood on my hand, I get taken down.
Yeah.
Instagram's a little bit more liberal. They let me get away with a little bit more.
But they're still strict with butt crack stuff because I've had a video taken down because it showed a butt crack.
But OnlyFans, I'll be able to create what I want. You mentioned 90s comedies and stuff like that where tits were everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to produce content, food content, where I could have that little titty jiggle in there. I wouldn't mind, men's asses and dicks are funny. I'd love to be able to work the way I do my shots, like my artisticness when making a food video, and be able to explore things with absolutely no boundaries. And I think that'll be the cool part about it.
No, that is going to be cool because there's no limits, but I'm still confused on what you're going to do. So you are going to make sexual style recipes, or are you just going to?
It's not going to be sexual. I mean, there'll definitely be nudity. I
had to ask you this: do you think it's going to be weird that there's going to be guys that are buying this and potentially yanking their chain to your content?
Fuck, that's awesome. I don't care as long as somebody's whacking it to me.
No, shut up. You don't care.
I don't care if somebody looks at me, this fat ass old man, and says that's the person I want to bust a nut to. Fuck yeah, that's kick ass.
There's all kinds of freaks and perverts, so there is.
So what?
I know, but they're all going to be cranking it to you.
So what? You don't kink shame somebody. We all got something a little weird in us.
Oh, my gosh.
So if that's some guy that's thinking that, cool.
He's going to be like, cook that rotisserie chicken with your penis, Barfly. Cook that rotisserie chicken with your penis.
If you look at my direct messages, yeah, you get a lot of that stuff.
No, they don't.
A lot of that stuff.
What's a weird direct message that you can remember off the top of your head?
I think it would be sexy if you stripped like you're doing your normal food stuff, but then also, I don't know if you could take a shit while you're waiting to cook, and yeah, if you could come in your food and some of the recipes.
Oh my! They want you to ejaculate in your food.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and this is if the guy's watching.
It's always a guy? Is it usually mainly a guy?
Usually, yeah. But he was so super polite and cool, and I asked him what kind of stuff he'd want to see and what he would want out of it, and we had a good back and forth conversation, and he told me what he wanted out of it, and I think that's cool. I got no problem with that.
What's so sick is he was probably cranking it to your conversation.
That's fine. I've cranked it to about anything you could ever imagine, so. And
You've cranked it to dudes before?
No, I don't think dudes. That's not really my bag, but I got no problem that guys that feel that way,
That's insane.
It's very progressive.
Oh, stop it. You're a guy, you've cranked it to everything too.
No, I don't. I just want two girls. I just want two girls kissing, and then I can be fine. I don't want any guys around.
Well, Alex, we should play SOT 10 because this is what the people want, apparently.
What? The heart attack burger?
Yeah.
Okay, play it.
Oh.
Oh yes, this is the one that got kicked or almost kicked off TikTok.
No, it was. The TikTok version's a lot tamer. I had to get rid of the shit stains and stuff, and how long my leg was open when I fell down because you could see the front bump too much.
The front bump, that means your wiener?
Yeah.
Never heard that. God, I'm learning so much stuff. And then you're deep frying that patty, making a human out of it. And then
that fridge.
Yeah, that fridge is.
It was like, yeah. People get so mad.
And you're also a father. Are you ever worried about Child Protective Services coming and taking your children away because you're cooking them food that you make with your feet?
No. We got a good household. We got a good daughter, and I like her too, which is cool. Like she gets great grades. She's in like all the top classes. She's in all the dance competitions, and she's cool. So it's like I'm not sure where we're gonna lose out. Something's gonna go shitty along the way, but not yet.
Would you get mad if she married or if she became a lesbian and married a WNBA female?
That'd be a weird dynamic. She's only like 5'2". So the visuals got me a little going, but no, I just want her to be loved. So as long as she's loved and happy, I'm cool with whatever.
So progressive. Jimmy, is Barfly our most progressive guest we've ever had?
100,000,000%. When we had Bold Lib on last weekend, and you're out-libbing her hard.
You're out-libbing her hard. You're letting guys crank it to you. You're letting your daughter date lesbian WNBA players.
So here's how it is. I'm not political. I'm just not. I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV. I don't really watch anything. I just kind of live my life. Mm-hmm. So, and as far as presidents, I don't know if anything's ever happened to me because a president willed it that has changed my life in any kind of way. I've lived a pretty easy and blessed life. But when it comes to the liberal side of me, I just want everybody to be happy. You got one time to go around in this world, so make it good. Don't hide who you are as long as it's not hurting people. Yeah, be yourself. That's all.
What if I told you gender hormone therapy for children under 18 years old has permanent effects that are non-reversible?
Wasn't that the point?
Yeah. You think it's okay for? Do you think it's fine for a 14-year-old girl like Chloe Cole to get a mastectomy, have her breast cut off?
So, my dad was gay. Okay.
Wait, time out.
Yeah.
Time out. How could you have a gay dad? He had to have sex with a woman at one point.
So twice, at least. I don't know if there was any more after that.
So you have a brother?
Yeah.
So your dad was in the closet. He was a closet homosexual?
Yeah, because, so I'm 52 now, okay? Yeah. So that would make him probably 70 if he was still alive, something like that. We grew up in Chicago. You're not going to be like a Chicago twink and go around the streets. It wasn't like that. You had to spend your whole life hiding who you really were. You know, he lived his whole life trying to be a lie, and it didn't work out for him, okay?
When did he come out?
I think when I was, you could do the math, but I think around when I was 14.
He was like, son, I know I'm your dad, and I know I loved your mom, but I like guys now.
Well, he always did, and that's the thing. So, I mean, when you're so this is going somewhere, like how you mentioned the gender surgery, stuff like that. So, my wife's niece, who used to be my nephew.
Oh yeah, you told us about this.
Yeah, God, the struggles he's gone through, and I'm so proud of him. And he's going through the gender changes now.
But they're under 18? Don't you think that's
No, and I wish he started earlier. Now,
shut up! No, Barfly, why?
Okay, so here's the thing. By the time he was 3, we knew.
He was gay.
We knew he was gay.
Yeah, but why can't you just, this is the difference, and I'm not trying to even...
No, it's fine.
You knew that he's gay, which is fine that he's gay. I'm not even anti-gay. People are going to be gay. But I do think there's a major difference between being a gay man and then being a gay transgender. Do you see what I'm saying? Why not? There's a thing called trans exclusionary radical feminists. There's a lot of lesbians that don't like trans people. So these are gay people that are annoyed by trans people. Why not just be a gay man?
Because he's not a gay man. He feels like a woman. Well, she feels like a woman, and now she is a woman. So
she can't have a baby, so she's not.
No, but she's as woman as she could be in this world. And again, if it goes to make her a happier life, and it has made her a happier life.
I know, but
so I'm okay with that. Listen, something makes a guy want to sniff around another guy's dick, right? Just like something makes not you, but something makes a guy want to be around a girl. We all got our chemical makeups that make us like want to be what we want to be. Most of us happen to be straight. That's just how it is. Yeah, but but some are gay and some are even like a little bit different than that. And
I know, but if I stood at the edge of a building and said, I'm a bird, would you tell me to jump off if I really thought I was a bird?
This isn't about a bird. This is like a complex human that knows they don't feel right in their own skin.
Well, wouldn't you call it
support?
But isn't that called gender dysphoria?
No. You're putting a label on something that doesn't need a label.
Oh my God.
I mean, you sound like that Ben Shapiro now.
No, and I don't even like Ben Shapiro like
he's
that.
a knob, and you're kind of sounding like a knob.
I know, but only because I just think this is why. This is why. If you want to be an adult and you want to transition, go ahead. You're allowed to do it. But I just think young kids, you can't get a tattoo, you can't drive a car. There's certain restrictions, age restrictions on stuff.
It's the same argument you hear on every TikTok video, all shouting the same stuff. And yeah, I'm sure there's probably parents that maybe, I don't know, it'd be disgusting if they did, push their kids in one direction.
There are some. Come on, Barfly, you know you've seen that. You have seen that.
I have, but there's people that abuse their children in every way, not just in this. I think from the time my niece was getting to the age where she was like getting in touch with who she was as a female, she knew she was a female. So support. I don't know what the law should be on it, but I know that.
Jimmy, this is our most progressive guest ever. Let's give it up for the Barfly.
The boldest
and I mean that. Listen, you believe that, and you're strong in, you have every right to believe that. I would never want to encourage you to believe something different. And Barfly, it doesn't change my opinion of you, but it is, it's a controversial topic.
It is, and I can see that.
But I guess the last thing, just on that topic, then we're about to end the show. We want to play another quick video. What do you think about the biological, the transgenders that are competing against biological women? Do you think that's fair?
No. Oh God, no. No.
See, that's fair, yeah. So
that's not very
and I'm still like up in the air on, even though I always get yelled at in the whole washroom thing too. So I'm still not like
a. Yeah, do you want? Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Yes and no. I mean,
because a guy can just put on a dress and say, "I gender affirming care. I deserve to poop in the girls' room with your daughter."
I get that, but I'm thinking most of them aren't the creeps. But I mean,
but you say that, I know, but some of them are. See, I know most of them probably are. I think you're right. Most of them aren't perverts. But you know what? Some of them we know are.
Yeah, but that sketchy perv is gonna get it one way or another, anyways. He's gonna find his loophole or something like that. But I'm still, I don't know. I don't even like shit in public. So I mean,
Wait, you don't poop in public, but
I hate it, man.
You're about to have an OnlyFans. You do everything else in public.
I could be down for like 12, 15 beers a night. I shotgun shit out my ass. There's like not one. I haven't had a quiet shit. I don't know how long.
You just had a TikTok video. You showed your butthole. You had a bunch of poop on it.
Yeah, but I mean, you didn't hear it.
That's true. So you're a shy pooper. What a crazy episode, Jimmy. Our most progressive guest ever on the show, which we love that.
Thanks. I just lost like probably 60% of my
No,
followers.
he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. You're gonna gain more followers. But Jimmy, he's progressive. He is willing to be nude, is a nudist, but also shy when it comes to number twoing. So you're very demure, which is a popular word now.
Well, that's kind of weird because you were pretty bold about your nice dick, but you don't like pooping in public.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
It's a good dick. I mean, it's a good dick.
You're blessed. All right, guys. Well, this is just round one with Chef Barfly. We got him tomorrow, and we're going to do some crazy cooking in a hotel room, so you want to be on the lookout for that. Barfly, tell the people how they can support you and how they can find you.
Well, Instagram and TikTok are my two major accounts.
You're about to get on YouTube big time.
I'm about to get on YouTube big time, and I'm going to eventually learn how to do that Twitter thing or the X or whatever it is. But I'm excited about what I could come up with the OnlyFans. So I hope people will, subscribe once I actually do set up on that.
Everybody, go subscribe to his OnlyFans. Buyer beware.
Well, I don't have anything out yet. It's going to take some time. I want to do it right. See, I needed all that cowboy hat.
Why not? You need the whole XXL cowboy.
Needed that ad.
Well, like that one guy you're DMing with, which is kind of sketchy because he was probably jerking his chicken jerkiness and whatever while he's messaging you. But the idea of actually cooking while you sit on the toilet is kind of funny. And
it is.
I think that's probably would be a good.
I think there's a lot of things I could do with it if I'm not.
But you're a shy pooper, but I guess if it's just you and a camera, you could handle that.
Probably.
We love Chef Barfly.
Thanks for having me here.
He's one of our most legendary guests. It's always an honor and privilege. All right, guys, we're going to be back tomorrow night with Mr. Barfly, Dr. Barfly. What else?
Lou Perez.
With, we love libertarian comedian Lou Perez, who's coming on tomorrow. So that's going to be good. So we got Barfly and the libertarian. So hopefully we can have Barfly and Lou duke it out and see who has the better hog. I'm putting my money on Barfly.
Can we do it?
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah.
And we didn't do this. We didn't do the waiver. We'll have him sign the waiver tomorrow. That'll still be okay with our legal department, right?
Yes.
All right, guys. We end the show the same way every time with a freestyle finale. DJ, hit that beat. Yo, I'm with Barfly. No, he's not gay, but he'll let you jerk your chain to his OnlyFans every day. He don't care, he don't play. Yes, he likes to marinate that chicken in the sink, and he cooks it with his feet. He don't care what you think. He's Chef Barfly till the day he dies. #1 chef on the internet. Likes to leave that punani wet. He's Chef Barfly till the day he dies. And you know this ain't a lie. We love Chef Barfly. Round 2 tomorrow night. We got some surprises for you. Click that like button. Click that subscribe button. Peace and good night.